Welcome back. Let's do some Deathless. We had a false start earlier, but I deleted it, so you'll never know. It wasn't a false start because I died. It was a false start because the controller wouldn't work. So, we've got some Sooooojjuuuuu tonight. Some Sooooojjuuuuuu, and I'm a little bit into it already. So, Deathless, good idea? Probably not, but since when have I ever shied away from a bad idea? Never. That's fine. I feel like I'm framed weird. Maybe it's just because I'm fat. Probably that. Let's do this. I keep wanting to start with like a mod that starts me at like the gate front where you can torrent. But that's a slippery slope. Look at that. Just get bonked. I'm supposed to die anyway. I have to die. If you're new here, we're doing Deathless. And when you do Elden Ring Deathless, you have to die to him. That's the only way you don't actually die. Um, if you beat him, you die by falling off the cliff. And the only other way to get out of there is to jump off the cliff yourself. So, you have to die to him. So, I like to fight him a little bit, just for some warm-up. We don't use the blue. Okay. We're doing our same method. We're gonna go grab our bonk, and then we're out of here, We're off to the runnings. We're not gonna do a lot of setup. We're gonna go kill Patches. Well, we're not gonna kill Patches, but we're gonna go fight him. We might or might not get the Sippy. We'll get the Sippy. It's in the neighborhood of the other things that we want to get. See, this first run up is a little frustrating, but it would be kind of nice if I could just have a bunch of these graces. It would be kind of nice, but again, it's a slippery slope to just like starting from a saved game like I used to. And I don't want to do that. Someday if I'm like really good at doing Deathless, I might do that. If I start playing Hitless or something, I might do that, but till then, it's not gonna happen. We discovered root resin is here, and it's the component for all the like various greases that you can make, and we have pretty easy access to both freezing grease and fire grease recipes early, and we have blood grease. I'm kind of going back and forth between Determination and Cragblade as our Ash of War. I just don't know.
Have they, sir? But you, I can play turning to 80. You need to
Lately I've been into this, and I brought it here today to show the class because, in high school I could do like this much of it, where I could do like 2 layers and the side, but I couldn't do the last layer. I kind of learned that the last layer is harder than the other 2 combined. But
it will some torrent treat him with.
I figured out the final bits of it. It's really not that hard. I think that people think it's hard, and it's really not that hard. You can learn it in a day. Now I could do it less than
This
5 minutes
tarnished.
consistently.
May I have
Where
a
I
word?
land, less than 5 minutes, usually less
Appears
than
I
four
am a wit.
minutes,
I
but
do
where I
tend
land
upon
there
your
is
talk.
largely
I
luck
want to
based.
call for. I wasn't
And
sure torrents.
I'm not really
It is a
just like
forgive
with
mine
Elden Ring.
intrusion tarnished. I doubt we shall.
I'm not really. I don't play for speed in the same way that one might. I just don't. I play for challenge, and so I'm not really interested in getting faster. But what did interest me was learning how to do it blindfolded. Because I can do it one-handed too. I'm not fast, it takes forever. It's actually really good for your manual dexterity and my wrists being as bad as they are. It's really good for that. But I really interested in doing it blindfolded. So I've sort of learned how to do it blindfolded now, and um, now I have to like I've learned the method, like because doing it blindfolded, you don't do it the same way as you do it when you can see it. Obviously, not just because it's you can't see it, but because you do an entirely different like way of going about the cube. So I've learned the method, at least on paper. I need to memorize the two algorithms that you use. Plus, there's sort of three, but there's really just two. And then I have to be able to do those in my sleep. I can do one of them pretty well. Um, but I just realized that when I've seen people do them online, they don't hold the cube in the same way that I do, and they like everything. It's less that they're fast, because they are fast. Don't get me wrong, but they're smooth, and smooth is fast. So that's what I'm getting at now. Is I'm kind of learning how they. Damn it, this is not good. Not a good way to start the show here. There we go. I do want this. And then we're out of here. It's a good thing this guy didn't fuck with me. So yeah, they're real smooth. And so I'm learning the like ways to do it super smooth. And that will help my accuracy too, because if it ends up being like totally something that I always hold it the exact same way and I'm always doing it the same way, then my accuracy is gonna go like way through the roof. I'd say I'm at like 90%. 90% isn't even close to good enough for doing it blindfolded. Frankly, it's not even really good enough for doing it from this method not blindfolded. And don't ask me what. I'm not being coy. I don't remember what the method is called. I've discovered the Rubik's Cube community is like the speedrunning community in that way, that they really like, I don't know if they like chopping their dicks off as much as the speedrunning community, but they definitely like 3-letter acronyms and acronyming the shit out of everything to the point where when two people are talking about Rubik's Cubes, they're speaking in such a convoluted code, nobody can understand them. So, I don't remember what it's called, because I'm not really part of the community. But like, for example, if you're familiar with any kind of Super Mario speedrunning, you'll know that Super Mario 64 particularly. But if you know any if you know any Mario speedrunning, you know what a BLJ is. It's a backwards long jump. It was one of the first like speedrunning tricks to ever be discovered and put into practice. So we got our weapon. Now we're gonna go fuck with patches. Then we'll do the stuff in the Mistwoods. We have 3 objectives in Mistwoods. Before that though, because I'll forget it later, I need the crafting kit, and I should probably buy the torch too, so I don't have to come back here and talk to him again.
And I can also see that you're not. Then why not? I am Carly.
Sup, Santa? Crafting kit and torch.
Goodbye.
So yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can do it from here. I gotta go get the iron. There's like something sticky on my pinky. And when there's something sticky on your finger, you probably shouldn't lick it like I do. I'm gross. So, you know. But I'm almost certain it's food, because I live with 4 children under 6, and so there's always something sticky that's food around. So if I were creating a save game to start from, I would give myself Torrent. I would give myself that Wet Blade. I would... I'll give myself the Spirit Calling Bell. Speaking of which... Where the fuck am I going? I need to go through this place actually. Because this is how you learn how to do fire grease. Which is actually pretty dangerous. Definitely give you those 2 items. I would probably want to pick out like a select number of graces. Like obviously Gatefront, but also like 1 or 2 down in Weeping, a few in Caelid, 1 or 2 in Caelid, 1 or 2 in Altus. Like the places that, because you can make it all the way to Altus Plateau without ever having be a totally pacifist. You don't have to kill anybody. You just gotta run past a couple dudes and grab the Deathless medallion, and then you can head up there. So I'd do that. But it is a slippery slope, and I want to do this legit, so it's all part of the journey. Every time you fuck it up, the fact that it's harder to get back is like a good thing. Okay, don't forget to put Ash of War on this thing. Then we gotta go fight Bernal. So we're gonna be using his armor for the most part. Okay. I pressed B so that I could roll forward and not get hit through the fog gate. Then I jumped back. The opposite.
Well, well, well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief. The gods demand repentance. Cough up your coin. All of it.
Don't die to patches.
Wait, please.
There we go.
I surrender. White flag and all.
Unga bunga. Maxing with his armor on too, seriously.
Well, finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true. body. Now, how did I took you for an innocent? Well, water. I'm tarnished, like only for now. In exchange for, honestly, frankly. So don't be. I'll be ready to.
We're gonna buy the recipe for golden chicken foot from him and take his shortcut into Mistwoods. That's our plan. Then we're gonna do a couple things there.
Well, it's all a bit welcome where you won't need. Cheers for that.
Sooooojjuuuuuu. Grab a map, which gives this bear enough time to kind of do his rounds. Really gives us time to do that thoroughly without risk of bear molestation. Speaking of bear molestation, just sneak by here. I was trying to do the cool dismount into the whole thing. Okay, here's our first talisman of the run. Charged heavy attacks. Gonna do more damage now. Herp, herp. Oop, oop. That's just a regular bear. Where's that rune bear? He gets pretty well stuck on the runes there. The ruins, not the runes. Now we're headed in. Just do this now. It's not that hard to do it now. Even if you have to like fight the guy up there, you can just summon the wolves and they do the work for you. Yep, bye. Here he comes. He's coming in hot. He's gonna come in slashing. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. I have to summon the wolves fast. I've never had him come in so hot on my heels. Oh Jesus, you asshole. Get him, boys. There we go. See, no big deal. Step. I guess the problem is I didn't rest at the grace down there, so I have to run out now because I'm still under the patch's curse. That's a little awkward. Is there anything over here since I killed him? Nah, blood rose. Not worth anything. Get him, boys! There is a pumpkin head outside. This is just like, yeah, more blood rose, that's what I thought. As long as I just like grab it as I'm going, or that works too. And can I sneak down here? Probably not. This doesn't feel safe. That does not feel like a safe drop. But this is a safe drop. Right here. Meow. Okay. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna grind for a little bit of bird. Do one full silver chicken foot. I don't always do this, but just get it out of the way since I'm drunk right now. Well, drunk. Drunk's a strong word. I've had a drink. I can still operate a motor vehicle. Well, see, okay. I can operate a motor vehicle, but I couldn't hit the fucking bird. I missed the dismount. So we got 2. 8 is ideal, but... And I found that this little grind right here is really not bad. Like, it's fairly efficient. That's 3. RNG has been fairly kind. Okay, I don't know why, sometimes it just... I think it's something about, like, if I try and dismount as he's falling off a teeny tiny little cliff, that might screw it up. Yeah, it's 4. That's not bad for 1 silver chicken foot. 8's ideal, but I'll take anything above 5. That was, like, decent RNG. That's 5. It's kind of consistent with my personality that I look at a Rubik's Cube, something that most people don't know how to deal with. Most people would go like, ooh, that's hard. It's really not hard, but they don't know that. And then go, you know what? No, it's not enough. I need to do it blindfolded. It's very me. I'm not having fun unless I'm in pain. And not in like a ooh woo, whips and chains excite me way. Actually, I was having a discussion with my sister about that. Wow, what a sentence. After what I just said, about how my love of Souls games probably saved me from some serious deviant sexual behavior. Probably dodged a hell of a bullet. So Miyazaki, thank you. From a guy who might have ended up paying dominatrixes to paddle his balls. Thank you. What's a dominatrix in the plural? Sorry, I kind of want that, I want another run of the golden seeds. Yeah, here we are. The golden, not the seeds, the fireflies. Bro, fuck off. Bro. Fuck off. I don't think anything will chase you further than a rune bear. Also, last time I fought Kevin Height, Kevin, Kenneth Height, he like actually almost took me to the cleaners. So now I do this. Ooh, I almost died there. So that's a little bit of runes, but the reason why I do that is because he has a golden seed. That's an extra sippy. I can't really leave that on the table, you know? Moving along. We're not going to go try and pick up the turtle talisman. We probably should, but the thing is I don't have the stone sword key on me right now. And that means I can't go get it right now from, like, direct from here. So we're just gonna go kill Bernal. One quick stop. I'm sure we have 2, right? Do we have 2? 2 smithing stone ones? Yeah, okay, cool. Give this a little +1. We'll start with a whole hell of a lot of vigor. Basic game plan is going to be getting vigor up to 40. That is with our boosts. We got a couple of boosts. And then getting strength up to 25, which is the minimum for wielding the stone crusher. And then it's pretty much all endurance from there on out for a while, so that I'm not fat rolling and naked. Damn it, I forgot. We forgot one thing in Mistwood, and I do want it. We're gonna have to go back. I forgot to grab the, I was like, why don't I always get 2 runs of the golden fireflies? It's because on the second run I don't get that. I detour to get the speckled, thorny, whatever. The thing that goes in your pre-workout that boosts your charge attacks. And I do want that. Question is, where's the quickest one? It's like equidistant from all of these. If we do this one, we get a 3rd run at the golden chicken feet. The golden fireflies, that is. Renal, and then Morgot. Or Margaret, I guess. Margaret. Marge, if you will. Molly, if you're from where I'm from. I just keep forgetting little things like setting up the pre-workout. Or my flasks. Don't think I'm gonna go further than Godric tonight. Did not mean to pick that up. Hate clutter. Alright. Ipsy-daisy.
Suppose I have no choice then. Is this what grace would have us?
That Zweihander is dangerous. Oh, I'm so glad I poised through that. He's actually not giving me that much trouble this time. But I did have to go into the locked in pose. Sweet. Okay. I think I need 2 points in endurance, if I remember correctly, in order to like wear what I want to. So hopefully I'll have the levels here. Oh, I've got a bunch of pop stalls. I'll be fine. Yeah, so 54, yeah, that's heavy. And that's heavy. Okay, but we're at 54 poise, which is a good break point for a lot of bosses. Okay, so we've got the fire grease. We put the fire grease there. I said we put the fire grease there so that after I do my 2 determinations that I can with my mana, I can put some fire grease on the weapon and then, you know, a little extra, a little something something. It didn't cost us anything extra to go, like it wasn't out of our way to go acquire the crafting table. Like we're gonna get the crafting kit anyway. The root resin's on the way. The smoldering butterflies are at every like bonfire, not bonfire, but little cooking fire that the dudes sit at. So totally not out of our way. Little extra damage. Oh, maybe I should use these levels too. Yeah, let's just vigor it up. Vigor it up. We'll get Ragier in here. We'll get wolves, and then we'll be on our way. I did look into getting the Guts Greatsword. It's okay. We're not going to use it. Come on, enter the arena. I want you in the arena. Oh, are you not going to enter the arena? Okay, that's fine. Come on. Oh. See, all I really want is for both determinations to be done with charged R2s. There we go. Ah. Oh, maybe I should use my sippy too. Nice. A little extra damage. Never hurt nobody except the target. I hate the hammer. Roger, get in here. Nice. And that should do it. Ooh, I don't have these set properly. Okay, we're good. Nice. Good job. Good job, Raj. Didn't set up my chicken feet. Didn't drink my pre-workout before the fight started. See, I'm sloppy. The hands of the well.
What are you doing? What's it to you? Step back, you wretched beast.
Oops, almost dropped my Sooooojjuuuuuu. That would be tragic. What did I knock down? I know it's not much, but it's the principle about finishing him off while the golden chicken foot is still active. Alright, now we can go get this. See? Another thing I forgot. I didn't pick up the fucking stone sword key from here. It's right here. No, there's no way this is faster than going up the hill. Yeah, there's no way. This is definitely so much closer. It just feels like the correct way to go. Oh, and I've also stopped going around the weird way that I do to bypass the sort of sketchy jump. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I've modified the run just a teeny tiny little bit, in two ways. First of all, I'm no longer like, I don't have a big old hard-on about fighting the guy in the dark room. I do have a hard-on for Sacred Blade. Fuck yeah, I'll probably never use it, but I love it. I don't have a hard-on for killing him because the thing that he's hiding, other than the rusty key, is a talisman that is counter damage. Counter damage is great, and I'll probably use it a little bit more when I have my actual weapon, the Stone Crusher, in play. But because it's like better than a lot of medium shields. It's wild. It's definitely better than a ton of small shields. It's probably just like in the range of either being a really good small shield or a really bad medium shield. So I could do guard counters without like without worrying about carrying a shield. Oh, and then so I don't have a hard on for killing him. I could come back and kill him later once I'm overpowered if I need it. And then I also am not super concerned about this one jump. I will do the round the. You'll see what I mean.
Forgive me.
I'll talk about it when I get there.
I've been testing you to see whether or
Sooooojjuuuuuu.
not grace truly does
Arigato
guide you,
gozaimasu.
and
This is Korean.
whether you are fit to face the challenge.
I used to know a couple
that
things in
entails.
Korean.
It seems my worries were
Used to hang out
unfounded.
with some Korean dudes
Current
in
had your measure from
college.
there is, but I can take gathering. Very let my hand.
Yeah, I forget though. I don't remember any of it. I love Korean. I love the Korean alphabet because it's the only alphabet that was ever actually like purposefully designed. And it's made by a mathematician. That's why you get a lot of these like circles, lines, right angles, geometric shapes. Makes sense, you know. It's like it's not autistic. I mean artistic. It is autistic. More than likely. Why am I going over here? I don't need any of this. I don't need any of this in my life. Um, but it's awesome. I like that. It's the only alphabet that's like so intentional. I don't know if it's like more efficient. I don't know if the space um like is used better. But it is I find it aesthetically pleasing. I've never even tried to study it, but I just like it. Especially amongst other like non-European alphabets, like Latin lettering or Cyrillic lettering, in the sort of more pictographic, your kanji and your Chinese simplified Chinese traditional systems of writing. I think it really is cool. Okay. I do need to sort of fight all of them here in this area. Sort of. Or I can get these guys to just, yeah, there we go. That's all I needed. Oh, come on, you missed. There we go. That's what I needed. Yeah, I got a little hit. It's okay. As long as I only took like one hit, enough that I could heal it with one red zippy, it really doesn't matter. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. I'll take the runes. I hate those glass shards. Okay, I think we're good. You gonna try and throw shit at me while I'm up here? He might. Yeah, and if I come out of here, like, come in kind of hot. Okay, he is now solved. Okay, now, this guy. This motherfucker in here. I'm sort of gonna fight him, but I'm not like, again, I don't have a hard-on for killing him. Now, if he's gonna act like that, then he's gonna die, you know? Like, but normally, if I don't get a good, like, clean hit and chain on him, then I just run. But, we got our Carved Sword Talisman for later. Look at all those fucking bloodstains in there. So, again, if you're new here, for the uninitiated, that guy that I killed at the beginning of this dungeon, Gostock, the little guy after the boss. If he is alive, and you go this way, he will lock you in that room. The only way to progress is to get the key that is in that room, and he will lock you in there with that enemy that's like. There's no such thing as like, oh, well, there is. What am I saying? Of course, there's over leveling and under leveling, and you're kind of under leveled for fighting that guy, so it's real easy to die trying to fight that guy. So, most people, what they'll do, like speedrunner types, no hitters and such, they'll throw a kukri at the wall and make him go investigate that, and then they will sneak past him to get the rusty key, and they won't care about the curved sword because it's not that good. It's okay, but it's not that good. Another fire grease for me. We'll go down here. We kill this one guy. And there's actually two guys here. God, I love Big Bonk. Big Bonk energy. Nothing like it. Well, that kick could have killed me. Love the brick hammer. Is it gonna be better? I never even thought of this. No, it's marginally worse. Ooh, almost walked off the edge there. That would have been an embarrassing death. Not all deaths are embarrassing. I've come to realize this. But that would have been embarrassing while I was menuing. Me. Thanks for the silver chicken foot. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was talking about before. Oh yeah, if he's alive, he'll trap you in there. And he does something even more sinister. Wouldn't be a problem to us on this run, but is a problem to anyone else. Every time you die in Stormvale Castle, and you lose your runes, but you go and get them again, you don't get all of them back. He steals some of them, and then he's hiding. He's hiding like, God, where is he? He's like on one of the rooftops. I think he's over there. What's kind of cool is that he steals all these runes, but he's still holding them all. So if you kill him, you'll recover all those runes. So there's been some fun times when people will like purposefully stack him up with like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of millions and hundreds of millions of runes, and die repeatedly and recover and die and recover and die and recover. And so he's just holding like crazy amounts because he doesn't steal a ton. He just, he skims the cream off the top, if you will. He wets his beak, if you will. So by the way, we're not going to do that little runaround again when we have to do this again. But we did it this time because there's a nice poppable rune up there, and that's worth grabbing. So, and then when you kill him, you get all those back. So, they show that he has, they'll kill him and he has 400 million runes. More than any boss in the game, more than Promised Consort Rodan. And oh, fuck me. Seriously? Damn it. Damn it, damn it. I knew I was doing something out of order. Ah, there's a... Fuck. Where is there a stone sword key? I don't need this right now, but I'm like here, I swear there's one in here. There's one like in here, up here somewhere. I'm gonna try and find it. Crafted Scion can't hurt you once you're up on the ladder there. Or up on the stairs here. I swear there's a stone sword key somewhere in this area. Is it like up on this balcony? Yeah, but that door's locked. So again, this like night is kind of too much for a person to handle right now. But I am not a person. I'm not a man. Behind this mask is an idea, and ideas are bulletproof. Ah! Damn it. And I let him reset his poise. Oh shit. This is not how it ends. Fucking halberd user. Get fucked. Oh, I'm fighting all these enemies I shouldn't be fighting. I feel like it's there, and I don't know if I can access it there. Maybe? I don't think it's this way. Yeah, it's not this way. Alright. This is me fucking around. Because I really want to not have to come back here later. Yeah, there's... Tell me there's a way through here. Oh, hey, you guys followed me far, didn't you? Where's the way? Nope. Damn it. That's definitely not it. That's the, like, letter you can give to the, like, sweet little girl who's hanging out outside and get her to go to the round table hold early. Oh, fuck, no. No, this is definitely the wrong way. God damn it. God damn it. I hate this sort of shit. Okay. How, though? Come on, I killed the Hard Knight. That's, like, supposed to be the barrier here. Is it, like... It's been so long since I actually sort of explored or full cleared this dungeon. Yeah, this is gonna be locked. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's frustrating. We'll have to come back when I have a stone sword key. Storm axe. Oh, Highland axe. I was wrong. Maybe, oh, maybe it's this. No? What's that hanging body, though? Alright, but we're at least gonna make it easier on ourselves. For later. And when I say easier, I mean slightly less cancer-inducing hell. So that we could just run over here. Okay, we want to be in tip-top shape for this next bit. Alright. Beep. Boop. Bop. Badunk. God, I used to be such shit at this part. Now it's just beep bop ba doop bop. I don't even need to engage that guy. He wasn't close enough. And while this is coming down, we go and grab some free smithing stones. Wow, we have 16 golden fireflies. That's nice. All right. We're gonna do this little run around too. This little run around. I'm gonna get it now. This little run around. I'm gonna get it round. Now is too approximate of a rhyme for me. I don't like it. Smithing stone and a golden rune. Never hurt nobody. And we're gonna go grab this tower shield here, even though we've never used it. You know, maybe this is, like... Maybe this is it? No, this is just some Smithing Stone 3. Alright, guys. Single file, please. Why are you hopping? I didn't want to fight you in this hallway, because I figured I would bounce off the walls, but I didn't. Those little rocks can add up. You have to make sure that they don't add up. And we're walking. That's an Ash of War I don't need. That's an Ash of War I don't need. One more little run around, and then we go and do Godric. I think we'll do his Great Rune too, and then we'll call it a night. I'm tired. I stayed up till 3 last night, installing recessed lighting in my living room. Crawling around in my attic, doing some electrical and some trim work and some, you know, all that good stuff.
Be proud.
Sup, Nefeli Lou?
How utter this grafting has tainted them. If you ask, you call the winds.
Little Nefeli Lou who was no more than 2. I've made that joke 100,000 times. As opposed to her father, Big Hora Lou who. Is it Lou the name of Cindy Lou Who's father? In the, like, Jim Carrey adaptation? Yeah, Lou. Lou Who, and then he has Cindy Lou Who. Martha May Who was like the weird love interest that they shoehorned into that movie, which was weird. Alright, we got a level to spend, at least one. Yeah. We got golden chicken feet, we got... You know what we don't have? And what we should have? One more errand. One more. Golden Vow's good. You know what? We're gonna get it, but we're not gonna use it. Because we don't have enough mind to use it. And the dogs. And we're gonna go... We're going here, so... War Master's Shack is our best bet. Play behind my head. Dude, the Steam controller cannot come fast enough. The other day, I was on an extended date with the wife. We went to stay at a nice hotel in town, and I brought my Steam Deck so that we could, and you know, the dock and such, so that I could stream to the TV. I could like hijack the HDMI port and stream to the TV. And I brought these controllers with the little USB dock, because I had the dock for the Steam Deck, so that I can control it from the hot tub that was in our room. And it didn't fucking work. And even though I've like installed the Linux thing, and I don't find that to be a Steam Deck problem. I find that to be an Xbox controller problem. And I love the Xbox controller, but seriously. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. That's bad. I'm gonna lose this. See, that would have like, killed him. There we go. Bonk. Okay, we got it, and we're gonna put it on the dagger, but we're not gonna use it for this fight. Oh man, I look, I don't look good on camera, on this camera. I'm not gonna lie. I look pretty fat. And I am pretty fat, but I don't think I'm as fat as the camera is sort of suggesting. If I'm gonna have a vulnerable moment here for a second. Okay. The cheat is not dead. I'm so glad the cheat is not dead. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Shocked that that's enough. Might as well get red in here. Oh yeah, get in here. Oh, I love it when she gets in here. That happens so rarely. Hate that attack. Hate that attack. Nice. What the fuck was that? Out of nowhere. Oh shit. Okay. I think I can live through this.
Yeah, I'm okay. I hate getting caught by a trap. Looks like I'm not the only one.
What the fuck? That has, like... That has... I thought the deal with grabs is that you can't hit him, and also his shit that he doesn't affect anyone but the one he grabbed.
We'll return together
Highly suspect.
to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
We got it. Not the cleanest. Yeah, we'll do that on the elevator. Look, 2048. 4. 2048 is one of those, like, if you keep doubling, it's along that road. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048. 4096. And I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know after that. No, don't. We're just gonna go back to here. And now you'll see what I was talking about. I'm not gonna do the runaround. Of course, if I die because I didn't do the runaround, that's gonna be hella embarrassing. Saves us some time, and it's really not that risky. Again, out of the hundreds of times I've probably done that jump, I've missed it like a couple, like a handful. Not enough to really warrant that extra runaround. What does warrant the extra runaround is the runes you get. The extra poppable rune that you get. That's worth it. Didn't mean to do that. And then there's usually a guy to fight me here. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Right on schedule. But I actually will politely decline. Because I've got promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Oh, here he comes. It's the mascot of the run. It's this Trina's Lily. We're gonna go around 3 times. Oh shit. Probably shouldn't fuck around like this. I'm just fucking around all day today. Because I'm getting pretty good at the beginning of this round. It's getting to be pretty consistent. Well, the Sooooojjuuuuuu didn't cause us to have a death to Godric, or Margit, or Patches, or Bernal. Bernardo de la Paz. Professor Bernardo de la Paz, who is a very important character to me, a very important fictional character from a very important book. I will give the class time to see if they remember from the assigned reading while I voice break this fucker. Time's up, pencils down. The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert A. Heinlein. Oh, I thought I saw an item there. Oh shit, I thought he was blocked. Oh well. Professor Bernardo de la Paz is one of the sort of architects of the Revolution of Mars. Jesus Christ, that was abysmal. Bad roll. Who is sort of like the philosophical mind behind the whole thing. Pseudo-Marxist, but not really. He describes himself as a rational anarchist. And if someone said, what are your political beliefs? Give it to me in a sentence. I would say what he says in that book. That's the most concise thing to say. There's some really cool concepts in that book politically that I believe in. Things like that responsibility and therefore blame can never be shared by a group. Like, what is moral for a group of men to do that is not moral for a single man to do? Nothing. Responsibility is never shared. It belongs to the man himself and no other. It looks like pseudo-Marxism, but it's really not. It's anarchism. It's believing that we don't really need a government to tell us how to do business amongst each other, amongst ourselves. Alright. Lake-facing cliffs. Apply the Great Rune, level up, and we're out of here. It's been so good having you along with me. All the people who no one's here. There's no one here. I'm talking to myself. I'm in an empty room. But to you, the viewer who someday may be watching this, thank you for coming along with me. It's been nice. And we will catch you next time. Did I change something? Off. 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 Okay. We'll catch you next time.